Did you know that there are three distinct type of tears? We have basal tears, we have reflective tears, and then we have our stress-induced tears. Um, what happens when we discover there's a trauma or a betrayal in our lives? What that does is that sends a message to our amygdala that our survival is at risk. Our basic survival is at risk. Same exact thing happens when actually we experience a close death in the family. We feel, oh my God, my survival is at risk. Or what that person represented. For instance, if your father represented safety or your mother represented protection, and then they die, not only the close relationship you had with them is devastating and overwhelming and all that, but what they represented in your life triggers that I am no longer safe in this area. Oh, that sun is bright. Anyway, so basal tears are basically, what moisturizes our eyes, okay? Reflective tears are what happens when we cut onions. Stress-induced tears actually have chemicals in them, compounds, to release certain things that we need. So a lot of times I'm talking to clients and like, Mr. J, I just can't stop crying. Well, thank your tears. They're cleansing your body. But anyways, I wanted to just talk a little bit about ambiguous grief. And ambiguous grief is when you feel a loss of something, but yet there's no physical loss. And so what happens at a time of betrayal is our mind and body and soul get the message that our survival is in jeopardy, but yet we're seeing this person still living and breathing and walking around. And so our body is all screwed up as far as this, what's called ambiguous grief. Now, I think a lot of times when my clients tell me, Mr. J, I just feel stuck, one of the things that I really try to emphasize with them is let's really go over some of the aspects of grief because, obviously people are very attentive to hypervigilance and we're very attentive to anger and we're very attentive to all these things, but we really gloss over grief. And grief does so much to our mind, body, and soul. I mean, I'm sure you've heard of broken heart syndrome. Prolonged and profound grief can really enlarge the heart. I don't have to tell you it disrupts your sleep. Prolonged grief affects your appetite. There's actually studies on this where it affects your taste buds. Food don't taste the same anymore. It's funny because, it's not funny, but a lot of times I'm talking to my clients and they'll be like, Mr. J, all my life I love this type of food. And then I found out my wife or my husband or my spouse or my partner or whatever betrayed me. I don't even have a taste for that food anymore. And you're like, what in the world does that have to do with it? Trauma and betrayal will change your taste buds.